Okay, so you are brilliant at what you do. Your clients are getting real results, you've got receipts, but when it's time to show up online and promote your work, you freeze, you ghost, you tell yourself it's not your vibe, although we both know this is not a vibe issue. Let's break it down. Myth number 1, you need to get over your fear. I bet you heard this advice countless times, and let me tell you, it doesn't really work that way. It's like telling someone to be confident in a language they don't really speak. The truth is this: most people don't really hate self-promotion. They hate promoting a version of themselves that doesn't feel right. More than fear, it's friction. It's friction between who you actually are and how you show up, or how you think you have to show up. So here is a first quick reset for you. What if you're not wired to sell like everyone else? Let's say you are a quiet, thoughtful coach or creative, and your work is deeply transformative, but your content is full of loud, high energy, let's go vibes because some bro marketer told you to do so. Of course it feels fake, because it is. You're not here to mimic someone else's energy. You're here to show up in your own. And one thing that can really help you to systemically and intentionally show up as you is something called brand archetypes. If you ever thought, I don't sound like me when I write content. My brand looks good, but it doesn't feel right. People like my posts, but they don't really get what I do. This is your wake-up call. Drop a like to let me know. Myth number 2, you need to find your niche before you start to promote. I used to think that as well, but it's really only half of the story. Your niche tells people what you do and who it's for, but your archetype defines the role you play in your client's transformation. And if you show up in an inauthentic way, even nailing down the perfect niche won't work, because people can sense when something's off. So here's the next quick reset for you. Find your brand archetype and own it through and through. Let's look at some examples. If you're here to unlock transformation, your superpower is turning stuck into breakthrough, you don't lead with how, you lead with vision and possibility, you're probably the magician archetype. If you're here to make and express, to build beauty from chaos, your audience wants to see how you live your process, you're probably the creator archetype. And if you're here to teach, to bring clarity, your content isn't about hype, but it's about insight, you're probably the sage archetype. And this is the best part. When you use brand archetypes as a tool to build a brand that reflects who you are, it doesn't feel like selling anymore. It just feels like telling the truth. So let me know in the comments below, which of these 3 archetypes sounded the most like you? The magician, the creator, or the sage? Or something completely different. If you want to learn more about brand archetypes, I'll link to a full playlist right here. And the third reset I want you to take away today, especially if you don't love the idea of putting yourself out there and promote your work, is the following. Invite, don't convince. Self-promotion isn't about proving yourself. It's about inviting the right people into the world you are building. And what I like to do, especially in my one-on-one coachings, is I use your brand archetype as a filter. Look, not everyone is supposed to get you. Not everyone is supposed to resonate with your work. And that is a good thing, because if your brand is aligned with who you are, you don't have to over-explain or chase or convince. You just invite the right people in and filter out the ones that are not a good fit. And so if you're ready to stop thinking about self-promotion and start doing it in a way that feels good, I've got something for you. The personal branding checklist, where I walk you through the 7 key metrics of highly impactful personal brands. I'll link to it in the description of this video. Till then, I hope this video helped. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.